All right, 10 newbie mistakes. What if you're a real estate investor that's just starting out, what are the 10 biggest mistakes that a lot of newbies make? I can say from my own experience, the 10 biggest mistakes that I think that I made. Full disclosure, this video was inspired by a great YouTube channel and a great YouTuber and a great investor named Ryan Dussey. So go ahead and subscribe to his channel if you like marketing, if you like real estate investing. He's got a great channel. I decided to come up with 10 things that, 10 mistakes that I think I felt I made when I started my real estate investment career. I'm going to go over those. And the first investment mistake is inaction, hesitation, not getting into the business and not actually going out there and taking the right actions to start buying houses. You know, hesitation could be, oh, I don't have enough experience first. I want to wait till I have more money. I want to wait till the economy improves. I want to wait till COVID is over. I want to wait till the next election year. I want to wait till interest rate comes down. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. You have to start today. The best time to buy a house is 20 years ago. The second best time is today. You know, I could see a lot of houses that, you know, the median price in Wake County right now is $500,000. You know, I still own houses that I paid $150,000, $200,000 for. So the best time to start real estate and to get started is today. Do not hesitate. Do not wait. Now, what's the second biggest newbie mistake? Second mistake, say not making offers. It ties into that inaction, but keep in mind that you could be talking to sellers. You could be attending seminars. You could be making phone calls. You could be talking to agents. You could be networking, but you got to make an offer. You have to make offers. Most people that are attending seminars are kind of circling the business are not making offers because they're afraid. If you're just starting out, I would say you need to be making at least 3 offers per week. And when I say make 3 offers, if you want to email a cash offer and a terms offer in an email, if you just want to email a cash offer, that's fine. If you want to put it on a postcard and send it to somebody, if you want to call them up and just tell them I can give you X amount of money, as is, no repairs, no fees, you got to do it. Just do it. Do at least 3 of those per week. I'm at a point now where I do about 7 per week. Anytime I fall below that, it's because I'm working a lot of different deals. I'm dealing with construction, renovation, ordering materials, negotiating due diligence, and a lot of other things that I might fall behind a little bit, depending on what's on my plate. But you got to be regularly making offers to the point where it becomes a habit. You don't even think about it. It becomes reflexive. I have my own video on how to make offers reflexive. And the fourth biggest newbie mistake, or the fourth biggest mistake that I made, was starting out with buy and hold. I don't recommend you start out with buy and hold rental properties. I think the reason for that is that the first couple of deals aren't going to be your best deals. So I would rather not get stuck with something like that long term. If the only exception to that would be is if you have a W-2 job that you're going to stay with that job for the next 10, 20 years long term, make a career out of it, and you don't want to flip houses and you want to build a portfolio of rentals, that would make sense. But I would like to see some type of strategy in place so that if the rental property does not work out long term, you can get rid of it or kind of divorce yourself from it. So starting with buy and hold can be very tricky. It's a different skill set, especially with property management, repairs, all that stuff. Wholesaling and flipping does teach acquisition strategies, how to manage renovations, and you have some seed money that you will get from those profits to reinvest into your acquisitions business. So accumulating money into one account. I do have a separate video on tips on saving money. I think that if you're going to have a buy and hold business, you definitely 100% have to have a separate account. Do not mix that account with other accounts. Separate checking account if you're going to have a buy and hold business, separate checking account if you're going to have a flipping, wholesaling business, or operating business. Those should be separate from your personal accounts. I think even with those 2 businesses that I just described, they should have a checking account and a savings account so that you can start splitting money up. 2 great books on this topic is Profit First by Mike Michalowicz and Profit First for Real Estate Investors. That's another great book that's been very influential on how I manage my money. They're great. But the main thing is don't pile all the money into one account. Overcomplicating things. And this is a big thing for me. I have a tendency to overcomplicate stuff. I think too much and I overcomplicate things. I do like creative real estate investing. I do like owner financing. I can say that the guys that come out of that school of thought, they like very creative, very complex deals. A little bit of that school does have a tendency to overcomplicate things. In my opinion, I can say from experience that the more complex, the more moving parts a deal has, the more likely it is to fall apart. I like to come to the table with what's the problem and how can I help. More often than not, that's cash. But sometimes that's not the case. But rather than come to the table with, hey, I just learned this technique, where can I apply this technique? And it's more or less to a hammer, everything appears to be a nail. So, moral of the story there is don't overcomplicate things. Trying to build a website from scratch. Man, I invested so much time, 2012, 2013, trying to build my own website. It was a complete waste of time. Most people now know that they don't have to build their own website. I have a Carrot site. I've had one since 2016. When I was starting out and building websites in 2012, 2013, Carrot wasn't around, but there were some off-the-shelf companies. I thought I was going to reinvent the wheel and do it better, and I basically wasted 2 or 3 years. The 8th biggest newbie mistake, and it's a mistake that I've made, is hesitating when money is scarce. Now, I've flipped a lot of houses in my career. I got a good amount of rentals. Money becomes scarce. Money comes and goes. It's how it is. Sometimes when we get lots and lots of money, we say, oh, well, we've got all this money, we need to invest it. So you buy stuff. There's going to be times in your investing career where the amount of money you have access to is just kind of, it comes and it goes. You have to be at a point where you're still able to invest with the same confidence even when money is scarce. The great thing about real estate is it's easy to leverage. There's always people that can be brought in as equity partners. I'm working an equity partnership right now where I bring in the deal, I'm doing the work, the partner's bringing the money. So if you have a good deal, you can get the money. Don't worry about that. Not having a clear business model. Know in advance if you're thinking long term, you only want long-term rentals, and let's say you have a job and you're not going to leave that job, that's fine. Then maybe flipping houses is not for you. Maybe you want to start out looking for buy and hold rentals. I would like to see at least having a wholesale strategy, or at least refer the deals that don't work maybe to an agent so you can have another income stream, so you can use that income and reinvest it into your acquisitions business. But I think people that don't have a clear vision of what they want their business to look like in the beginning can be problematic. For example, from my own experience, I started out with buy and hold landlording, general brokerage. I found that the houses that I were buying with buy and hold real estate were not the ones that I wanted to keep long term. My financing did not have a viable long-term strategy. Also, I did not like general brokerage, so I had to reinvent my business model in the early teens, and it's the same acquisition style business that I have today. The only difference is I'm not doing much wholesaling. I'm doing flipping and buy and hold landlording, buy and hold long-term rental properties. So, last one, DIY repairs. I spent so much time in the beginning, especially when I was acquiring rentals, where the cash flow was so tight that I would compensate for that by going in there and making my own repairs to save money. That is a complete waste of time. I know there are a lot of real old school style landlords. Maybe they have jobs, maybe they're doing this full time, but they'll do their own repairs. If a toilet is running, they'll go in and change the fluid master. I think this is a waste of time. If you're going to build a portfolio 15, 20, 30 buy long-term rentals, the bulk of your time is going to be looking for properties, making offers on properties, and then negotiating deals, not changing fluid masters. I think it's a complete waste of time. I would not do that again. I mean, it taught me on how, I did learn a lot about how to make simple repairs, and it did give me an idea of how to, see if contractors were doing the right type of work. But I got to be honest with you, you could just go on YouTube and find out how to do that stuff. I don't think it is the highest and best use of your time, and so much of your time is out there making offers, looking for properties. That is the highest and best use of your time. It's certainly the highest and best use of my time. Now that I have an established business and I have project managers and I have contractors, I can divert a little bit of time to creating this content, creating this YouTube channel to help you guys. But in the beginning, DIY repairs are not where to go. So if you let me know where you're at in your real estate investing journey, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe. There's going to be regular daily shorts, and these videos are going to be coming out at least once a week for the first year, and then I'm going to increase it to maybe 2 or 3 videos, long form videos per week, or maybe 1 long form video per day. So subscribe.